Anon makes a lot of amazing snow goggles, and I think it's high time we do a size guide. Stick around. Hello and welcome on My Glass. Tyler, I want to just go over all of these amazing snow goggles that Anon makes and give you an idea of what to expect in terms of size. I'll probably get into a little bit of their features as well. Not exhaustive. I think we have a video on every single one of these goggles, so if you are interested in doing more of a deep dive, you can check that out. We're just going to go from smallest to largest here in all of the goggles that we carry at SportRx. There are a couple missing from their proper full catalog, but these are the ones that we sell, so we can talk on these a lot better. They are for men, they're for women, they're for kids. They are also all RXable. How so, do you say? This is how so. With our insert that we design and manufacture, with all of our optical knowledge and all of our really using them on the mountain, we know that these things work. They work very well. I can speak to that as well. I have a relatively strong prescription and I couldn't live without them. They are fantastic. So if you need prescription, do not miss out on the insert that is available through us. And if you ever have any questions prescription-wise, you can always reach out to our opticians. We'd love to help you with that. Another thing to note is that these are all MFI compatible. They are not necessarily all included with the MFI face mask. So what is MFI, you might be asking? MFI is magnetic face mask integration. It is another amazing thing that Anon does that allows this really best possible scenario face mask setup with their goggles, and all of these are compatible with that MFI. They are all, of course, also helmet compatible, especially their Anon helmets. You can definitely rely on that. They all have that really good silicone bead to keep them sticky and in place. They also all have an adjustable strap, so there is no concern there. If at the end of this you're ready to order, don't forget about SportRx. Definitely don't forget about our See Better guarantee, because with that, you're never stuck with something you don't like or just doesn't work for you. You have as long as 45 days with them to figure that out, even if you get them in prescription. Remember this guy? Yeah, don't forget it. We just want to take care of you. We want to make sure you're happy with what you get. And so we back you up for 45 days. You just call us. We take care of you no matter what that means on our end. All right, let's start getting into sizes. But wait, right before we get into sizes, I do want to mention just something to be aware of. We have talked about this a million times. So what's one more? The difference between cylindrical, spherical, and toric. Toric is relatively new, so maybe it's new to you. This is largely to do with personal preference, but there are functional differences as well. Cylindrical is kind of the history of where goggles started. That cylindrical design, it means that it curves this way, but it's flat this way. And that is traditionally the way lenses were made, and then they kind of moved away from that because they found a better, more optically correct way of doing that, which is a spherical design, which means it curves this way and this way. And that became kind of the popular thing to do for a long time, especially because it was more optically correct. But now they've figured out better ways of making cylindrical lenses, doing pre-curved cylindrical lenses, doing injected cylindrical lenses. And so those have actually come back in style, and they are much better quality these days. It also gives you a little more rigid and less bulky feel to the goggle. It does sit a little closer to your face then as well, offering the best peripherals that you can possibly hope for, whereas the spherical, still definitely the best optically speaking, does give you a little more of a bulky aesthetic, a little more of a bulky lens because it sticks out, a little more bulbousy, a little more bubble shaped, but still, like I said, optically correct, which I think is very important. Then we have toric, the newest name to the game, and that is a little bit more of a hybrid. So it is more optically correct than a cylindrical lens. However, it still has that cylindrical aesthetic, and so kind of best of both worlds, where you have that same curvature here, a huge amount of peripheral vision, but you do have a little bit of curvature here as well. And so we will be getting into that. Well, I'll just actually mention what the lens design is for each of these goggles, especially now that you know what I'm going to be talking about. All right, so for starters, we'll do the Anon Tracker 2.0. And again, as a reminder, we're going from smallest to largest. This is the itty bitty guy, the best for ages 7 and under. It is their revamped youth tracker, so it is designed for youth. They have really cool colorways, some that are a lot more fun for your little ones. This does have a cylindrical lens design and is a really good goggle across the board. It has a double layer foam, super comfortable. It is vented everywhere, so it is not going to fog up. A really solid goggle in the Tracker 2.0. Next up, we have the Relapse Jr, and this is yet again another youth-sized goggle. This aimed more for that kind of preteen, maybe even tween ages. If you're on the small end of the tween ages, another really solid goggle, dual foam. This does have that MFI face mask included, which is amazing. I didn't get into this actually. The reason that the MFI is so amazing is because it attaches to the goggle via magnets. It doesn't have to be tucked under the foam, and you don't have to worry about it getting loose or air getting through because that magnetic integration is so solid. We've done other videos on this. You can definitely check those out. But just as a quick note, it is my favorite thing. I think it's really important, especially these days when we are still in a lot of places anyway, needing to wear face masks when you're walking around. Really the best setup you can get with that MFI. And so I think that is a huge value add there. This is also a cylindrical lens. And next up, we have the WM1. This is the start in the collection to Anon's Magnatech collection. And so this WM1 is their women's designed Magnatech lens, and it is amazing. An awesome goggle. It is a spherical lens shape. It is going to be good for small to medium sized heads, probably on the small side of the small to medium range. Definitely a bestseller, has been for a long time, especially for a women's goggle, because there aren't a lot of women's specific goggles. And Anon made this, as well as the next one, which I'll get into, designed specifically for women. Whereas most goggles are designed as unisex, they went specifically for a women's style here. Another thing to note that makes this yet even more amazing is that the WM1 comes with a bonus lens. So you get a lens that's good for brighter light conditions and then another lens that's good for lower light conditions. And that Magnatech is amazing. Like I said, the easiest lens interchange system you could possibly hope for. That lens just pops right out. But it is secure enough because of all of the magnets they use. You don't have to worry about it falling off when you don't want it to come off. This is available with their Perceive Lens Tech, which is their color enhancing, contrast enhancing, amazing snow lens tech, which I would recommend. And the MFI on this is included, at least when you get it from us. They do have an option when you order it elsewhere or from Anon directly to get the version with the MFI or the version without the MFI. We carry just the MFI version because we love that MFI. And next up, we have the newest addition to the collection, the WM3. Huge SportRx favorite. This is also a small to medium fit, but this is more on the medium side of the small to medium range. This is very special and near and dear to our heart here at SportRx, especially thanks to the fact that it is a part of that WM collection, and so therefore it is designed specifically with females in mind, with women in mind, and we love it so much, it actually is a Rexies winner. You should check that out. We just put out the SportRx Awards, the Rexies, and this was definitely a deserved win on their part. Thank you, Anon, for everything you do. This is a cylindrical lens design, which is actually a request from the female employees at Anon, and so there you go. That's awesome. They're actually listening to the women and designing things for women. I love that. This is an injected lens, so you have that expanded peripherals, just amazing peripherals on this goggle. And again, Perceive Tech. This also is the Magnatech, being in that M collection, the WM collection, so very, very easy to interchange lenses. And just like the WM1, the WM3 comes with a bonus lens. Amazing, a good lens for bright light, good lens for low light. And it is included the MFI when, again, you get it from us. You can get it without it elsewhere, but we love that MFI, so we do that. Hey, if you're liking this content, but maybe you have additional questions about Anon snow goggles, or perhaps you have prescription needs, well, be sure to reach out to one of our very friendly and knowledgeable SportRx opticians because they're eagerly awaiting your call. And for even more Anon goggle reviews, unboxings, and prescription snow content, you can check out our videos and our blogs. We'll put a link in the description below. And next up, we're kind of going back in time a little bit. This is the M2. The M2 has been around for many seasons, still an amazing goggle, and so definitely still deserves to be in the lineup. This is more of a medium fit. I'll say all the rest of these you can definitely call unisex. I don't really like saying that, especially when you have really good options for women. But if you just aren't vibing and you're a woman, you're not vibing with these styles, these are all definitely going to be good options as well, as long as they fit. And so let's talk fit, a medium fit. This does have a spherical lens design, and this is the M2. All of these goggles that have that M moniker are Magnatech, and so crazy easy lens swapping, very, very easy. Perceived lenses, this is a semi-rimless design, so if you like that semi-rimless effect, very close to rimless, then this is a good option for you. And it is, like I mentioned, that spherical lens design, so it is a little more kind of bold, I think, in the lens. This does also come with the MFI included, again, if you order from us. And as with the remaining lineup on this table, this does come with a bonus lens. Next up, we have the M3, and this is actually the same size as the M2, so in that medium fit range. This, however, is a cylindrical lens design, so definitely going to cater to probably the younger the people out there looking for that younger aesthetic, because it has kind of that retro look, but still with that same amazing Magnatech interchange mechanism. So very, very simple. Also comes with a bonus lens, also comes with the perceived lens tech. Thanks to it being more of a full frame design, it actually allows the goggle to sit a little closer to the face. So that can offer you more peripheral, definitely a little bit less bulky. This also always comes with the MFI, at least when you order from us, and is one of my favorite goggles. And next up, we have my favorite goggle, and has been actually since it came out, the M4. I have this guy here with the MFI, just so you can see it. This is a medium to large fit, and the MFI here comes with a unique MFI. This face mask you can only get when you get the M4. You can get multiple different face mask designs that MFI, there's a whole collection of MFI compatible face masks, and this one, however, cannot be purchased separately. It can only be purchased with the M4, and it's a solid face mask. It is my favorite. I've tried a couple of the other ones. This is by far my favorite face mask, so just something to be noted. This is, again, a part of that M collection, so it does have the Magnatech lens interchange mechanism. Super simple, by far the easiest on the market. This goggle, amazingly, is actually available in 2 lens types. So you can get it like I show it here in the toric, but you can also get it in the spherical design. And guess what? You don't need a different goggle chassis. If you have, when you order the goggle, the toric lens shape, and you decide later, oh, I want to get the spherical lens shape, well, you could just order that replacement lens, and then it works with the same goggle chassis, which is incredible. A really, really wise decision on Anon's part by having that functionality with the M4. Yet another reason this is my favorite goggle, just amazing across the board, really, really good quality build, and of course comes with a bonus lens. And last but not least, we have the Sync. This is also a newer addition to their lineup. The Sync is a little different in that it still uses magnets to secure the lens to the goggle. However, it doesn't use only magnets. Well, actually kind of does, because this has a latch design here. However, the latch really secures with magnets. And so this does have a little bit different of a system where you need to unlatch it in order to get the goggle lens off, but still super straightforward, very, very easy to do, no hassle whatsoever. This is a large fit. It is the largest on the table, and I think looks the largest. It is a very bold design. It is a cylindrical lens shape, much more of a rimless aesthetic. just a huge amount of lens. This does not come with an MFI, but it is, still compatible for sure. And it does actually come with the carrier here, because this does require a unique carrier for the MFI, and so you can always purchase separately an MFI of your choosing. The nose pocket in this was designed to be a little bit deeper for accommodating larger noses, so keep that in mind if you've ever had issues with bridge fit on your nose and it pinching or not fitting well. This is designed for a larger nose bridge. And of course, perceived lenses, of course, bonus lens. Really awesome goggle here. So that wraps it up for the Anon size guide. I hope this is what you were looking for. I hope I answered some questions. Again, if you wanted to get more deep divey in any of these goggles, you can check out the video that we have done on them. I'm almost positive we've done one on every single goggle here. They are all worth your time. Of course, if you have any questions, hit us up. You can leave comments down in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you are liking any of these and you're ready to shop, stick around for a moment longer because we'll put an easy to click shop now button. And if you do decide to order from us again, don't forget about that See Better guarantee. I really think it gives you a ton of peace of mind. And if peace of mind is your thing, us opticians, call us. We want to help you. We love hearing from you, and we can answer all of your questions. So reach out to us. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, throw us a like. That would help us a lot. You can find relevant videos over here. If you are ready to shop any of these amazing styles, you can click this button here. If you're looking for more good content, you should check us out on our social media outlets. I think you'd like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. Thanks.